So while sitting in my apartment on this very warm day trying to get some air to blow through, because keep in mind, in Germany, we don't have air conditioners in most homes. It's not hot enough during the year most of the time for that. I think a lot of people might start rethinking that. But I thought there was something I'd like to address. So I would go outside, take a walk. That's a really big beetle. I thought I would take a walk and show you guys around for a minute and talk for a second. As many of you already know, for the past few years, we've been putting out a series of videos in which we talk about the ability for people who have been on the registry, for the people who've made mistakes in their lives, maybe don't have a perfect record, that they have the ability to come to Europe and start over, to create for themselves law-abiding lives. And one of the reasons you haven't seen videos from us, a lot of videos in the last 6 months, is we founded an organization here in Germany for the purpose of enshrining the basic human rights of those who've been on the registry in the United States and providing them with the opportunity of moving to Europe, immigrating over here. That has been a very labor-intensive process, and there are quite a few of us who've been working behind the scenes. We are almost ready to go public with that organization. We're almost there. We're not quite. We got a few more details to wrap up. But as we have created this system for helping people come over here, for helping people assert their basic human rights, there's a certain theme that just keeps coming up over and over and over again. And it's as simple as this. We don't want to create a situation whereby people who have mental health problems come over to Europe and bring their mental health problems with them and treat this place like a new hunting ground. That's one of the very last things we want. We want people to have the opportunity to come over here and get it right. Having said that, there's something in particular I think we ought to talk about for just a second. Whether or not you think you're guilty of whatever it is that sent you to prison, regardless of the facts of whatever it is that got you, the spotted history that you might have, I promise you that any of us who've been through the system did not come out unscathed. We all came out with some sort of mental issue. That's just the reality. For me, I can assure you that for several years I suffered from PTSD coming out of prison, and my prison time was not easy. And after 22 years of incarceration, over 10 years, one day over 10 years in maximum isolation, helicopter escape, all that craziness, you can imagine I didn't come out as a completely sane person. My opinion. I was well aware while I was in isolation that my mental health was at risk. And because of that, and because my resources were very limited on death row, I wrote to the University of Florida and asked if they could send someone to me to teach me the art of Zen meditation. So for many years, I practiced Zen meditation very seriously for the purpose of clearing all that garbage out of my mind and allowing me to see the world around me clearly. Not the way I think the world should be, not the way I want the world to be, but the way it really is. Because it's only when you understand the real rules of the game that you can begin to play the game to win. Same thing's true with life. It's only when you truly understand the world around you as it actually is, that you understand the actual rules to life, that you can begin to succeed. For those who want to come to Europe, start new lives, there is a fundamental thing that you need to understand about what lies between your ears. Whatever problems you have, whatever difficulties you have, whatever scars you bear, they're all coming with you. You don't leave them at the airport when you board the plane and begin flying to Europe, or flying to Southeast Asia, or flying to Australia, or wherever it is you're intending to go. All of that mental baggage is coming with you. You need to recognize that. You need to understand that. And I understand that in the world of mental health treatment for especially those who've been convicted of sex offenses and ordered to undergo therapy, trust me, I know what a scam those mental health services are. I understand that they're a money-making scheme by the government. I get it. That doesn't change the fact that some of us have genuine issues when it comes to PTSD or any other variety of issues that ought to be dealt with by real therapists, real psychologists, because you don't want to bring those problems here with you. They're going to be here too. And you can't run from who you truly are. All the baggage that's between your ears, it's all coming with you. And while you've probably had a very negative experience with sex offender counseling, don't let that be the excuse for denying yourself actual real treatment with a real therapist or psychologist. Just a word to the wise. Don't fool yourselves. So let me close out by saying exactly the way I truly feel. If you're not happy with your situation, do something about it. Part of doing something about it is if you truly need mental health counseling, don't delude yourself. Do not delude yourself. Go get the legitimate help you need. Not talking about that nonsense that's court ordered. I'm talking about genuine mental health treatment. If you truly want to come to Europe and start over, if you truly want to create a new life for yourself, you want to start with a clean slate, why not take up the challenge of directly confronting the issues between your ears? Clean the slate. Okay, my friends, until next time, be safe. Cheers.